into witchcraft, spells, hexes, all that good stuff, stick around. This video could be for you. And if you hear birds in the background, add parrots. So, if you're new to my channel, most people will tell you, and most of my videos are always going to talk about energy magic. And I'm really big on learning how to do spells without using tools, ritual items, and things like that. Because I was raised in witchcraft to a degree growing up, and I was always kind of taught you can't always go home to your altar to just get stuff done. And let's just face it, the way the world is today, most of us are on a strict budget. I don't care how well off you are. So I like to talk about energy balls a lot. And tonight's going to be really talking heavily about energy magic, and one of the simplest forms is the energy ball. And all that is literally filling the energy between your hands, and you want to will it to go. If you're wanting to do positive magic, you want to feel for a nice clockwise flow of energy between your hands. And once you feel that, you literally think about your intentions. And this is a good way to learn how to get your intentions stronger, get your belief stronger, because your magic will be far more effective when you believe in it and when your intentions are a lot more developed and more, how can I put it, just essentially easier to come by. And learning to do it this way is just an easy way that when you don't have paper, when you don't have candles, when you don't have a nice fancy acne that one of my kids that I adopted bought me, that he knows I like horned deities and things, so the closest he could find me was this. So, it's like, thank you for the gift. I appreciate it, Kyle. Anyways, energy magic is just very simple, and it's something that you can do whenever you're like, if you think somebody is sending something at you and you can't get home to your altar, simply think about the energy between your hands, feel it flowing from hand to hand until you can feel that energy between your hands. Make it go clockwise, and you can speak into it if that helps you. And it could be something simple, a simple rhyme or something to that effect. And just once you have that, you just simply release it. Let it go to your target, let it go to yourself. I personally liked, and this is something that Astaroth and some of the other deities that I work with has taught me over the years, is to literally take that energy that you've created and take it into a chakra center to empower that specific chakra. Or if you think your chakra points are a little off, take your power hand, which is usually your dominant hand, and one of the power poses is literally something like this, and you would find that and go clockwise to get that energy center to open. You can also kind of pull that energy and pull it out if you feel like something's blocking it. And one of my favorites to do is to kind of do a clockwise motion, close my eyes and feel for that energy point, and then once I kind of feel it, is to pull that blockage away from my chakra point. So you can do that. If you're wanting to add extra oomph and you do have something as simple as just a candle, create the energy ball literally around that candle. Feel that energy, so you're harnessing the power of fire, which speeds up intentions and things of that magnitude. And you could have a stick of incense going, whatever you're working with. But I really practice and preach a lot of, you are a source of power yourself. So learn to trust that, learn to develop that, and one of the best ways to do that is to work with the energy ball. Filling the energy from hand to hand, palm to palm, until you can get it to where you're just feeling like you're trying to wrestle a basketball. This is something that I will talk about heavily on my Patreon, and most of my practices all center around energy balls, because it's simple, it's quick, and 9 times out of 10 you can get faster results. Another thing I'll talk about tonight is basic shielding. And that can start with something as simple as your energy ball. You feel your energy going. Now you can chant in it if you need to, like protection, protection, be with me, by my will so mote it be. Whatever your case may be to help you get a rhythm going, This rhythmic energy is very powerful, it's very potent. And that's why a lot of things will be wrapped in rhyme. And when you're going to experience entities and things that you're going to work with later on or are currently working with, if you get more energy sensitive by, again, using an energy ball, it's a good way to increase your magical ability. I always joke with some of my coven members and some people that I do teach, it's like going to the gym. Like, I was literally 285 pounds. I'm down to 185 now. I am going to eventually be very cut, and that's one of my personal goals. But I've noticed, and this is something that I will also talk about in other videos, is the importance of being physically healthy to make your energy stronger. It's literally like going to the magic gym. The more you use your witchcraft, the more you use your knowledge. You can have, I've got 600 plus books. Yeah, a lot of people can have all the books in the world, but the most powerful people are going to be the people that are practicing what they are reading, practicing what they do, what is part of their gnosis, what is part of their specific witchcraft, because it is your craft. But energy magic, I will always talk about the energy ball. And basic shielding, being able to create an energy ball quickly is essential to, one, your protection, two, just being able to do things on the fly. One of the shielding techniques that I personally love to do is, when I started this, and I was starting this at the age of 10, so I've had years to do this, and I don't want to throw my years of practice out, because some people cloud about stuff like that, and it's unfair to some people, especially in my situation, because I don't have that having to deconstruct Christian programming, because I was literally taught by a witchy grandfather, a witchy grandmother. So I've never had that holdback. Now, I have had the holdbacks of letting people know that I'm not a love and light witch. I work with demons, I work with darker entities, I work with infernal divines, I work with celestial divines, I work with all of it. And that's kind of where it puts me in the monkey in the middle in the left hand community, because I have practiced with all of it and still do. Like with Astaroth, for example, I also worship her as Ashra when I'm working with angels. If I'm working with demons, I call her Astaroth. The energy is attached to her different names. But with an energy ball, you can eventually make it to where you can create it all around your body. You can feel that vibration, that static, and you program it like any other spell, and you can do it simply by thought or by chanting it, and you chant it until you feel that energy. So many people will rely on going home and flipping through a spell book, or flipping through anything, or I've got to get to my altar, when you can be your own altar. You can visualize in your head as you progress with your magic, and that all starts with being able to work with energy. And I'll do other videos, of course, but this one specifically is going to be really focused heavy on the energy ball, to where you can create it all around your entire body and feel protected, feel safe, and program that energy ball to absorb negative energy and filter it out. If you think somebody is sending baneful things at you, I'm a huge proponent, somebody that really stresses learning some elements of psychic vampirism for protective reasons. Because someone could be sending negative energies at you, and if you can take what they're sending at you and either use it to empower yourself or just transmute it and neutralize it in general, it's paramount in your adventures and your journey in any type of spiritual evolution that you're going with, whether it's left hand, whether it's right hand, whether it's the monkey in the middle. So practice energy balls and become more energy sensitive. It'll make a world of difference in your practice, and it will definitely increase your self-deification, your spiritual journey, your evolution and development in witchcraft. So y'all have a great night.